An unbelievable crazy adventure is about to unfold as she uses gasoline and dirt to create an epic show with soldiers as her cast. Soon, the oil tanker raced like a roller coaster towards Oil Town, Diamond's crew chasing, brainstorming the door opening. Diamond didn't wait, acting directly. Seeing the escalating situation, the mayor ordered the gate open. The tanker entered and the battle began. Suddenly, two flames shot up like raging fires, blocking the enemies, but Diamond's crew inside had their unexpected perks. The nightmare for Oil Town had begun. Now with bargaining chips, Diamond chose to ally with unkillable Old Joe, hoping he'd camp in town and the fortress would supply ample goods. Wouldn't you know it, Old Joe spotted fire in the corner. In this post-apocalyptic world, humans mutated oddly. Even Old Joe's 8 kids were a tragedy, with intellects that could make you weep, while Fire seemed perfectly fine, so he decided to keep her, planning for a healthy child of his own. Diamond might have felt a bit miffed, but for the sake of resources, she eventually agreed to the deal. But Old Joe moved slower than molasses despite his youth. His little girl couldn't help but act, chopping off her hair that night. She glued her hair onto a hat, ready to escape. That night, a protein-hungry hunk snuck into the barrel store and rescued little Fire. When she was freed, the guy couldn't help but have a weird admiration for her hair. Little did he know, the next second, the girl bolted like a rabbit. In her escape, Fire smeared black on her face, sprinting down the hallway to the outside. By the time the hunk arrived, she was long gone. The guy noticed something was off, immediately asking what was up, and in irritation, he tossed the hair. But oh no one saw little Fire hiding in the pipe. In this world, where lives meant less than grass, a death or disappearance was just another Tuesday. And before long, everyone forgot about Little. But instead of escaping, she disguised herself as a tomboy and became a repairman. One day, the weather changed suddenly and the machines broke down, assigning her the task. She grabbed a rope and swung over to a car about to fall, nimbly approaching the ditch. Her courage was on par with that of any full-grown man. In the end, she efficiently fixed the ditch problem and quickly became a repair whiz, then got assigned to build a giant war vehicle. This vehicle supplied the forbidden troop checks. After combined efforts, a monstrous war machine was born. Dozens headed to Bullet Farm. Just in time, Fire snuck into the bottom of the truck to escape, but not long after, they were ambushed. Both sides immediately engaged, and to their surprise, the enemies had an air force too. Albino soldiers suffered heavy losses on the vehicle, but as saying goes, stranger gay, quicker defeat. The air force was soon wiped out, and suicide attacks had enemies wailing. The crushed motorcycle nearly took fire, then Czech suddenly realized the car was slowing. Quickly noticed the fuel line issue. His deputy rushed to open the toolbox, asking for parts, but new enemies appeared just as he prepared to fix it. In the chaos, a brother accidentally fell and discovered Fire hiding under the truck, and as he was about to give up, he handed her the hose. Just then, a motorcycle planted a bomb under the truck. Realizing the danger, Fire had to act. If that were to explode, she definitely wouldn't survive. The very moment she began to disarm the bomb, the enemy swiftly became aware of her presence and rushed towards her at great speed. Things took a turn for the better once she fixed the fuel line, but soon after, bad luck kicked in again when a freshly deceased airman hit the radiator, forcing her back to the front line. This round amazed me. It needs decades of madness. The final battle cleared the awkwardness. After that, the two worked seamlessly and easily took out enemies, but special units kept coming. Another glider appeared after dealing with one wave. They kept attacking the truck with oil, but luckily Jack's defenses saved them. Suddenly, another flying motorcycle appeared. It started firing wildly at Fire, a total waste of ammo, and ended up getting its leg pierced by her arrow. However, during the reload, Fire seized the moment and launched her final attack. After enemies were gone, only they two remained. Fire tried to seize the truck, but Jack pushed her off. Soon, Jack was all alone on the desolate wasteland, momentarily dazed, not sure what to do next. The sights around him were dizzying, and he tried to shoot a line, but couldn't focus for a moment. Just then, Jack came back around, facing Fire's gun without a hint of nervousness, since they were both seasoned, battle-hardened comrades who had been through countless conflicts. Fire similarly found herself with nowhere to go and ultimately made up her mind to remain closely by Jack's side, serving as his most capable assistant. From then on, their reinforcements arrived quickly, zooming to Bullet Farm, taking away a box of scrumptious veggies while ammo fell down like rain. Jack handed Fire a gun, saying all the gear was in place, and she could leave any time she wanted. Not long after, They arrived at their second destination, the oil field. Having just taken charge, Dimmons clearly showed his lack of leadership. It was a total mess. As they received supplies, enemies appeared next to Fi, and she gripped her weapon. Finally, Jack stepped in to halt the confrontation. Even if I killed the opponent, she couldn't escape, destined to be buried alive. And this deal didn't go as planned. The starving refugees started a riot, and Dimmons' minions couldn't keep control of the situation. In the end, they didn't get food at all and couldn't even snag any fuel. Without Dimmons up front guiding them, they might have had their truck torn apart by refugees. Before leaving, Dimmons asked Jack to tell old Joe they were organizing a warlord meeting, scheduled in 3 days. Back at the castle, the duo filled old Joe in on what had happened, and amidst their anger, they plotted how to take down Dimmons. But no one noticed her transformation was drastic. Old Joe dispatched Jack back to Bullet Farm for more weapons. At night, while Jack treated Fi's wounds, he discovered the tattoo on her arm and realized it was a map to the oasis. After all they'd been through, the bond between them had silently formed, and Jack even promised to help her find her way home. The next day, they set out on the journey. However, halfway, Jack stopped and moved Fi to the back of the truck. Clearly, he sensed trouble ahead. Sure enough, the situation was as he predicted. When the convoy re-entered the farm, Jack keenly noted their silence and immediately ordered them to stop.